What's up, guys? Kevin over at LEGbrOs coming back at you with kind of part 2 of that unboxing video. I do have a whole bunch of backlog stuff, so we're just going to continue on the basket here, make another part 2 video here. So if you do enjoy this, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the little bell to be notified for the next one, and I would appreciate a subscription. I'm trying to make my way up to 50 to continue doing this, obviously. I would appreciate the support. So let's go ahead and get started and dig in here. This was the most giant box for the lightest amount of figures. Like, this is just the most random packing job I've ever seen. Obviously, you know, it got here safe, so whatever. But just this was it. There was no packing. Looks like there was some saran wrap guns or something. Not sure what was going on here. Those were just flailing around in the box, and then we just had one bag. So just a giant box. I'm pretty sure the person wasted a fair bit of money trying to ship this box instead of maybe just like an envelope. That's, you know, you can see that probably some weapons had fallen out of that giant hole down there too, so a little unfortunate, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm sure a lot of these are just, you know, could be kids selling their collections and stuff like that too, so can't be too mad about it all. If they're just guns, I got plenty of those anyway, so as long as the figures were not damaged or anything like that, then that's fine with me. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Shipping envelopes. Or smaller boxes. I guess maybe if you don't have a small box, but alright, let's go ahead and get started here. So it looks like these are mostly just troops. Some of the cool figures in here are the old stormtroopers. If you guys haven't seen any of those. Obviously they don't have clone heads, they're supposed to have black heads. Let's see how many we got here. I think 3. So these, obviously, like I said, black head there, but these are the old troopers, so they actually have the printed legs on them. Definitely really cool figures. They were only in, I believe, the Imperial Inspection, I think it was. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But these are super cool, kind of the first printed leg version of the Stormtrooper itself, so very unique figures. I do have 3 of those. And then it looks like we do have just some clones. Super happy clones, apparently. This guy's actually got the same face, too. Brothers. They are clones. And we do have 4 Mandalorians. And then just some more clones. Yeah, it looks like the heads are all mismatched. But that's okay. Whatever. We do have a yellow Episode 3. He's supposed to have a black head as well. So, looks like this person ran out of black heads and lost the red cape there, too. But just a little tiny lot. Mostly got it for the clones and for these guys. Just because I think I only have like 2 of these up in the store, so some people really like those old style troops. The next one looks like a gigantic package, but this is actually just a set. If any of you guys have watched my other videos, this was kind of a bad luck set for me. So I'm just like super scared about ordering all this all the time. But as you can see, we do have the 75025 Old Republic ship there. And this one was used, so they did show me the minifigures and everything like that. I could see the bags and whatnot, so as you can see, you got our Jedi Knight in there, and some of the minifigs, the Consular, and the Sith Warrior as well. So definitely looks a lot more like what it should. Unlike that one set that I got that was just a whole bunch of random city Legos. This is definitely, as you can see, the right ship. Obviously, I have no idea if it is complete. They said it was 100% complete, but we'll see once I build it up here. But yeah, definitely a good set. I really got it mostly just for the figures. This guy himself is pretty much one of the higher demand figures that you can get. So really excited about that. I love that figure set. I think that set was the one, because it was not necessarily from the canon kind of movies and stuff like that, you know, each one of those figures was unique, so that was what made that set really, really cool. Kind of like the Palpatine's Arrest set, but that was, you know, having to do with the movies. But, you know, all those figs, the Sith Warrior, the Consular, and the Jedi Knight, those were all unique figures, which made that really, really cool. So if you guys are looking for potential investments for future, look for those kind of sets that have, you know, exclusive, unique figures. Sometimes they remake them in a cheap set, which is kind of hard for people who just buy new sets and then take the figs out. because that fig just becomes pretty much valueless once it's in a cheap set. So that's always unfortunate, but you know, if you can find those ones that have unique figures, those are definitely going to be better investments for the future than others. So this one, as you can see, is a rather large lot here. I'll keep these guys separate here. Alright, do have a Tauntaun with his horns. He doesn't have his bridle, unfortunately, it doesn't look like, but that's okay. Got Han and Carbonite. 2 of these Palpatines. Looks like he has a broken hand, but that's fine. I can definitely replace a hand. I have several of those. We have Quinlan Vos here. Got a Darth Vader. Hopefully his helmet's in here, because I am short on Vader helmets. This one is actually really, really cool. This is the Blue Hands version of Palpatine. So this is definitely one of the rarest versions of Palpatine there is, besides the Palpatine's Arrest version. This guy was only in one really old set as well. I don't know if that was the Imperial Inspection as well. I'm trying to remember what he was in. But yeah, Blue Hands version of Palpatine. Super, super cool. So Vader, we do have Darth Maul here. Looks like we got another Wolf and Wolf Pack, which is cool. Find their helmets. Nope, not there. Looks like we have a Rex, or just a Rex helmet, somewhere in here. Oh, there we go. There's the Wolf Pack. Where is Wolf? Hopefully it's in here. That one is super yellowed, so we'll throw that one away. I don't know. Maybe it's not in here. We'll look through as we go through more of them here, and hopefully we find that. I do have an extra one of his helmets, so not too terrible if we can't find that. We do have the Vader transformation. Super burned up Anakin there. There's one Darth head. Oh, there we go. There's a helmet. There we go. So we got the Death Star version of him. We do have another older version. So wow, we can just make kind of a Darth Vader set here. This is a Type 2 helmet. This is a good education moment here. Type 2 helmet, he has this one little piece here, and then the top piece that kind of fits on the top, versus just the one solid unit piece there. So we do have a whole bunch of versions of Vader here. Is there any more in here? I don't see any more. So we do have the original Vader, then we have the Death Star, and kind of on there Vader, got damaged Vader, and then the newer damaged or transformation Vader with the Type 2 helmet there. So really cool. Hopefully we have a helmet for him as well. I need to just go buy Bricklink or something like that and buy a whole bunch of Vader helmets, because I have a ton of Vaders with no helmets. Oh, and actually, is this another one? Yeah, this is another one. So we have the other battle damaged Vader as well. Looks like this person really liked those sets, so another version of the battle damaged or transformation Vader, the newer version there, I'm assuming. I don't think I've seen that one yet before. Just a little bit newer. I usually tend to collect like kind of the old stuff because I'm buying collections, so generally most of the older kind of figures are in there versus the new stuff, so kind of cool every once in a while. I don't really follow it a ton in terms of the new stuff that comes out, but kind of cool to get some of the newer figs. We do have Rex finished off here. Doesn't have his right head, so hopefully his head's in here somewhere. We have another Ethkoff and another Kit Fisto. We got Boba Fett, old Obi-Wan. We do have the old Bosk as well. He's a cool fig. Trying to see any of just the unique stuff. You guys have seen all the troops before, so don't really need to go over that. Obviously we have some Lukes and Obi-Wan. Got the Hoth Han. Clone Commander, his head's all messed up. Some of the yellow-headed troops are kind of cool too. They just had that solid yellow head. The first Stormtroopers that came out also had this just solid print, because obviously they didn't need a face if they're going to wear their helmet, but they decided to change that. I mean, they still have the black heads now as well, but they started with yellow. They went to actually tan as well, or beige anyway, just the flesh color head, but that was all completely, you know, faceless as well. So they've gone through a couple different versions of the actual Stormtrooper itself in terms of how their head looks. What else do we have here? A couple different guards. Don't know who that is. Maybe that's a newer set as well. Looks like a female officer. Do have that green astromech, the dark green one, which is really cool. Green's my favorite color, dark green especially, so definitely like that guy. Yeah, that looks like about it for these ones. I do have one more lot, so let's try to get to that one just because I don't want to do a single video. Well, yeah, this one's already 10 minutes long. Let's go ahead and do a short video on that one as well. So if you did enjoy this, go ahead and hit that like button. I would appreciate that. Subscription as well, on my way to 50. Hopefully I can reach that within the end of the month here. That's kind of my goal for myself. And then hit that little bell if you want to be notified for the next one. I will do another video on the last little box that's in that set. I'm sure there's more coming today since it's Monday that I'm recording this today. So I'm sure there's going to be more coming in today as well. So I will catch you on the next one.